So I understand that this deal happened quite quickly. When did it all transpire? Walk us through the decision-making process and how this all came to be with Nathan coming back to BC.
Yeah, Nathan being terminated from Atlanta on Sunday, clearing waivers and everything else. Was it Sunday or Saturday? Whenever it was. I mean, we had remained in constant contact with him, more as on his side to say that we're behind him 100%, whatever direction he wanted to go. And when he finally came to the decision that he wanted to look at coming back to Canada and the BC Lions, we obviously opened our arms up and started discussions and was able to get something done. So excited about the opportunity for him coming up here and coming home. I mean, that's one of the things I talked to him about. He always had felt love from this club and this country and this league. And unfortunately, he wasn't getting the type of love he wanted from the other league. So good for us and unfortunate for them.
You talked about the constant contact. Were you in contact then after he was released from the Giants and other releases as well throughout his career?
Contact as in just offering support, just offering any guidance and help that he needed. But he wasn't ready at that time. He really felt that he wanted to explore other opportunities. And like I said, at this point, he just felt the best opportunity was to come back to the BC Lions and, help us out.
Can you give us any details about the deal itself?
Well, I'd rather not do that. I mean, it's a contract that's going to pay him, make him one of the highest paid players in the league. I mean, as he should be. He's, from the attention we're getting socially and, from our fans and from people across the country, it's a good opportunity for us and the league. I mean, it's a good guy to come back. This just isn't any regular player that we're signing. This is someone who has, lots of pedigree within our league and within our country. So it's a good opportunity and exciting for all of us.
And the Grey Cup being here, did that play into it as well? And the fact that the Lions have fallen just short of getting that Grey Cup over the last few years as well?
No, not really. I mean, in reality, if we were, 10-1 or whatever our record would have been, I mean, obviously Nathan is has always been an integral part and someone that we've always liked. That being said, we do have quarterbacks here that are capable and really good. So we're going to have to, discuss and see how they're all going to fit in.
Yeah, how complicated is that? And have you had much talk with the other quarterbacks in the room?
Yeah, of course. We've been talking to him. We've talked to VA this morning. Him being hurt is something that obviously makes it a little different because he's not ready to play yet. But, he should be ready to go in a couple weeks. And so I have the utmost trust in the coaching staff that will put everyone in a position to make this team win. And that's the ultimate goal, is winning football games regardless at who's at the helm.
Hard to work with hypotheticals, but if Fernon Adams were healthy and teams were going well, you said 10-1, you still would have made this move?
Yeah, that I don't. I mean, again, this move wasn't made out of rash. It wasn't made out of the position we're in or the streak we're in at all. It was made because Nathan was ready to come home. And so we've always said since he left that, when you are ready to come home, please let us know and we can, see if it all works out. And so that's how it went through.
I understand he'd be here for another couple seasons after this, Nathan, that is. Any discussions or plans about what that might look like for the QBs in the room?
No, not yet. I mean, we're just trying to get through this week and this year before we start discussing on what, happens in future seasons. So as of right now, we're just concentrating on getting a win Sunday against Winnipeg in front of our fans. So it's something that, I know the team's concentrating on, and this is just the start of the work week, which is a good start.
Is it sold out yet?
Well, I don't know about sold out. I know the upper deck is open, which, was open before. So I assume this, will make some tickets move, which is at the end of the day what it's all about. It's all about entertainment and being in front of our fans and winning football games at BC Place is something that we're used to and they're used to, and we're going to start doing again.
How much does this mean to the organization?
Yeah, it's a good day for us, obviously. After speaking with Nathan for the last couple of days, it was he wanted to come home, and that's something that we have always remained in contact with him over the last couple of years to wish him the best and whatever his wishes were to help him out, and he just felt at this point it was best for him to come home, and so we're excited about having him.
What's it been like for you to watch him go through this, knowing what he's like as a player?
Yeah, as a football guy, pretty tough, knowing that he has the ability to play at any level, knowing that if he got the opportunity that he probably deserved, things might have gone differently. But you know what? That's I guess we're lucky that he was able to, or we're able to come to an agreement and get him back here.
Vernon's been playing at a really high level up until maybe the last 2 weeks, and now dealing with an injury. How do you manage that?
Yeah, that's going to be up to the coaches to figure out at this point. I mean, two great quarterbacks, arguably the two best quarterbacks in three-down football. So we're lucky to have both those guys in the building.
How tough is it to fit Nathan under the cap and just, salary-wise, given what a player like that should command?
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to my accountant and start, pencil sharpening, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to make it work. I mean, we're going to make it work. Vernon's a tremendous individual, great football player, and Nathan is going to complement. And then those guys are, we're going to start winning football games. That's what it's all about.
A little repetition, if we can, for those who don't live under a rock, who don't know who this gentleman is, Rourke. What does this mean? How significant? How big is this?
Well, I think it's big. I mean, yesterday, trending on social media, and we were talking behind closed doors, and he was, I don't know what the word is, leading the way on tweets, and I don't even know if that's the correct response now. But, when he was cut yesterday and waiting for him to figure out what his next step was, coming back to Canada maybe wasn't something people had their eyes on. But it was quite evident to us when we spoke to him after he had cleared waivers, because there is a process in the National Football League that he still is or was under contract with them until his waivers were cleared. And once they did, we officially made contact and were able to get something done. So this is a guy that, when he was with us in the past, moved the needle in every market, which is something that we had not had as a league, going to Saskatchewan and Toronto and places like that where, he moves the needle, which is it's good for us and it's good for the league. It's good for Canada.
Fernon was asking earlier, which is a good question in terms of, I think you guys are doing quite well this year in terms of ticket sales. Yeah. Even so, what does this do?
Yeah, we have a big building. We have lots of tickets to sell. So, we're never going to turn people away. Hopefully that gets to a point. But, yeah, I mean, we've had a successful year on and off the field, and this is just going to add to that. So we're excited about the opportunity.
We got it.
Can we expect to see him start this week?
Well, that's a good question. He's flying today. He has been in contact with the offensive staff. So what's going to happen is Coach Campbell, once he gets here tomorrow, once he gets here tonight, they have been talking. So I believe that's the plan. But again, we're not going to put him in a position to fail. So if he's comfortable, again, that's a good question for Coach. We're hoping that he comes in ready to go. I don't think the transition to our offense is going to be as hard for him as maybe it was in the National Football League, where the teams he was with were completely different. Some of the verbiage that we've had in the past, I'm sure he will be. He should be able to fit in quite quickly.
Have you spoken to him already? Have you had a little chat with him yet?
Oh, yeah.
And how's he sound?
He's excited. You know what? So when this whole process started, when he indicated to us yesterday morning that maybe once if he cleared waivers, he would like to talk. And, I thought maybe this was going to be a conversation like, hey, good luck, and we're wishing you the best, and don't forget about us. But it was quite evident that he just wanted to go to somewhere where he's loved, and he's loved. I mean, he's a player that, again, is almost like a family member to us. I know he had left and was with another league, but again, we had remained in contact and had remained his biggest fan, and so when he made it clear that he wanted to come back, we were open arms.
Does he still have NFL aspirations down the road, do you think?
That's a good question. Right now, I don't know. Again, the NFL is a wild world. Professional football is crazy. And so, as we alluded to earlier, does he have the ability to play down south? I think he does. I think he has the ability to play wherever someone gives him an opportunity to. And right now, that opportunity is here in Vancouver. So that's good for us. And once the off season starts, we can speculate and talk at that point. But right now, he's a BC Lion, and we're happy about it.
Do you anticipate making any roster moves to accommodate his signing?
Well, we're going to have to make some roster moves because you are set with 45 guys, and right now he's player 46, so we're going to have to figure that out. But we don't play till Sunday, so we got some time.